marami kasi tayong viewers are, looking for ano yung best opportunity for them to start with. Maraming mga ganyan, OFW, they wanted to go home and start the business. And sa inyong palagay, sir, ano ang pwede niyong maibigay na encouragement to them or advice to them?
Well, when I graduated from college, I have read this article and it becomes a mantra, my mantra of life. And that article says that there are only 3 persons in the world. So this person is the one who dreams, and then the other person is the one who dreams and plan, and then the other one is the one who dreams, plan, and put all his plans into action. So whatever simple those dreams that you have to plan it and put it into action. Yeah, I think that's the best advice that I can give. How lofty that dream may be, you have start to work it out, because unless it stays in your mind, it will only be a dream and a plan. But when you put actions into it, you start building your dream. And I think that's the most important thing. And secondly is couple it with hard work, dynamism, and innovativeness. It's very important for businessmen or even the OFWs or the people around that they have to see what's happening in the world. No? So you may have a dream, but it may not work. So you really have to be very innovative. You should know your area. You should know the people around you. You should know your prospect clients, and you should know your passion. It's very important, because you cannot just be keeping up with Joneses, because it might work for them. It may not work for you. So you have to find that niche and find that market.
Wow. You're also a marketing guru, sir.
Salamat.
So you're an educator, an artist, a marketing guru. What else?
What else? Magandang araw po. Ako po si Vladimir Muhammad Mariales ng Casa AMARILLO na matatagpuan sa Rosales, Pangasinan. Casa AMARILLO, ito ay ipinatayo and it is meant to become a lifestyle village, an artist village wherein our concept would be bringing in a lot of artists to showcase their artworks, and at the same time helping the community in the future that they will be part of Casa AMARILLO by becoming part of the system. So the artworks and even the activities that will be conducted inside Casa AMARILLO will benefit somehow the community by instituting a scholarship program to help especially the children. And we are trying to tap a market who wants a different kind of life also, especially on this side of the province, that the concept is not yet around. The arts village is not yet around. So we are trying to develop that concept.
Ang ganda rito, sobra. Hello, sir.
Hi, Sir Vladimir.
Sir Vladimir. Kamusta po?
Mabuti. Kamusta po kayo?
Okay
Yeah,
na
welcome
po.
to Casa
Sir,
Amarillo.
sobrang ganda ng lugar niyo.
Oh,
Grabe.
that's awesome. Salamat po. So, Teacher Cherry and Teacher Marjorie will tour you around. They are our vice principals in our school. Teacher Cherry handles the elementary department and Teacher Marge handles the senior and junior high school po. Okay, so every time we have an activity here at Casa, we always indulge our teachers because this is the best time for us to show support with each other. So, Phyllis Academy Inc. is the mother company of Casa Amarillo po. So, we try to indulge them. Sabi ko, para hindi tayo magsara, tulong-tulong tayo. Oo, lalo ngayong pandemic.
Sobrang ganda.
Salamat po. Teacher, can you tour Sir Buddy?
So welcome to our Casa Amarillo's Cafe Chago intimate function room featuring hundreds of origami cranes here of Casa Amarillo wherein they were all made by our teachers and students of Phyllis Academy Inc. Yes po.
Justin. Walang mapaglagyan yung mata sa sama. Ganda ng detalye.
Enjoy the place, naman sir.
When you purchase this property, sir, this used to be what? A farm?
Yeah, it's a rice farm. Yeah, it's a rice farm kasi dito po sa lugar na to, inaantay lang yung walang irigasyon sa lugar na to eh. Though they have this irrigation canal but it did not work at all. So, twice na nagtatanim yung mga farmers dito using yung patubig po from the well.
So before po nagkaroon ng T-Flex, set property na ito?
Yeah, we bought this property way back 2002 po. When we settled back here in the province. Kasi noong way back 1986, my mother decided to bring us all in Manila para mag-aral.
Okay.
So, talagang she uprooted us, the rest of the family. So, doon po kami sa Manila. So, nakapagtapos po kami doon. And then, being a probinsyano, talagang parang mas gusto ko po sa probinsya. So, way back 1999, I was contemplating then to come back already. And nagplan na pong pumunta around 2000, 2001. We started, ako po, nag-ano na talaga na, nag-decide to settle back in the province. So, we built a small house and then, nauna po yung school na ginawa po natin, yung Phyllis Academy Inc. And then later, yung kapatid po ng father ko, she owns this property but it's talahiban, no? It's talagang makikita po nyo before reaching this place, you have to go around the town of Rosales, iikot ka po sa may Kabalawangan. So, 45 minutes from Carmen. And she showed this property to us. So, Uncle Fred and I, yung kapartner ko po, we got to see the Mount Balongaw. And then, sabi ni Uncle Fred, I really love Mount Balongaw. Sabi naman ni Auntie, oh, do you want this? Sabi ganon. Yes, we want this place. So, yun na po yung nangyari. And then, while building the school, nagtanim-tanim na po kami rito. All the things that you see here were all planted by us, slowly but surely. All those grown up palms, trees, everything. So yung mga pumupunta, when we open this area to public, they cannot imagine na tayo ang nagtanim. Akala nila parang binili lang natin itong property. And it's a very wonderful story because yung alignment nga po ng school natin and then Casa Amarillo, they thought all the while it was just like a gimmick, but they don't realize that as you educate the children, there are so many principles that you have to adapt, no? And it's been there for the longest time, but people don't realize that these are very essential in raising a child, like the role of the arts, okay, the role of character building.
So welcome to our Kuse Kids Corner, our peak of the latest art and craft here at Casa Amarillo. So the aim of this gallery is to ignite the interest of the children to give their own artworks.
In our school, we have art areas wherein nandun lahat ng mga materials and then teachers are guiding them to do it. So we're able to accumulate a lot of their origami projects and artworks. So ngayon, nung pandemic, dito nabuo yung Casa Amarillo na parang from a parang Saturday getaway lang po natin. So we decided to open it to public, exhibiting all the artworks of the children and all the collections that we have. And I think it's a very good model for everyone that during the pandemic, we should not stop striving for something, because what I mean, the community should not settle for beggary and destitution, especially during pandemic. Kasi napansin ko po, the educational sector, especially the private schools, walang tulong ang gobyerno. And Sir Fred, sabi niya, we cannot just ask the teacher to resign or ask them not to come back because of the pandemic. We have 16 na teachers po. So, during the pandemic, we have to support them. So, hindi ko kami nagtanggal ng mga teachers. Ang pakiusap ko lang sa kanila, when we are conceptualizing the Casa Amarillo, sabi ko, you have to help us. Because instead of hiring people, kasi yung kantina po ng school, our Cocina de Felicidad, nag-stop yung operation. So, in-uproot natin ngayon yung in charge sa canteen. We develop menu dito sa casa. Pag meron tayong guest, dinadala po namin sila. Kasi ang ginawa po natin is that they cannot just get in, but they have to book. And it works. It becomes so workable. So, the teachers come every time we have an event. Sabi ko, this is a good training for you because you'll be meeting a lot of people. You are just like teaching, talking, and talking. So when you say that Casa Amarillo is so detailed in terms of the way we conduct our affairs, is that it's because I think that's the unique thing, the only unique thing that Casa Amarillo can offer to tell its story.
Sir, nung nag-start yung senior high, it's so hard to look for a strand na arts. Ang hirap maghanap ng school, sa totoo lang.
Yeah,
arts,
yeah.
Diba? In Manila, USP lang, UP Los Baños.
And then you have the Makiling po, no? Opo.
Halos wala kang makitang senior high na arts. Dito sa Pangasinan, probably kayo lang din.
Actually, our strand is not arts, but we integrated the arts in our strand, and we call our strand STEAMs. So, science, technology, engineering, arts, mathematics, and sports. So, nakasama yung arts po natin. We created our own, we fortified it.
I just want to feature one of the interesting plants here at Casa Amarillo. We call that Clitoria Ternatea. So commonly known as the Asian pigeon wing, the bluebell vine, the blue pea, or the blue butterfly pea. So don't you know, ma'am and sir, the flower of this vine were imagined to have a female or human female genital. Yes po. And Don't you know, ma'am? Would you believe that this flower, it ascribes various benefits or health benefits, including memory enhancer, okay, nootropic, antidepressant, anti-stress, and so on and so forth.
And we would like to inform also, sir, that this One Health Lunch Casa Amarillo, we were able to come up with a drink coming from the Ternatea. And during the start of the pandemic, we started planting seedlings of the Ternatea plant, and then we were able to sold more than hundreds of seedlings. And yun po yung unang tumulong sa amin to mitigate the impact of the pandemic among us. So nakatulong sa in giving salaries among all our staff dito sa Casa Amarillo po. Itong mahiwagang Ternatea.
Casa Amarillo, it is designed to serve as a pleasure garden, a contemporary reinterpretation of a classic garden type, playful, tactile, sensual, engaging, and evolving. So it reflects the owner's love of the garden. So at this moment, we are now in the garden room of Casa Amarillo. So you can see varieties of plants here, non-flowering plants and flowering plants too.
It started long time ago. Yeah, as you can see, if you'll go around, you get to see the trees planted in a pattern na para siyang resort, no? So, when we bought Casa Amarillo way back 2004, the property way back 2004, we have this vision already that it will be like a paradise for us. And we decided to plant trees, and when we opened up the school, it further strengthened our vision that we really have to come up with an artist village that will help institute the arts program of the school. And so the concept of developing Casa Amarillo as an artist village came to be.
artwork of the students and a beautiful garden. Can you expound that?
Okay. Of course, Casa Amarillo is started as a garden, and as you can see, we have the matured palms and trees already. And in fact, for the past years, we're harvesting guyabanos and langkas every year, no? And that's awesome. So sabi nga natin, pag may itinanim ka talaga, may aanihin. So aside from that, we have this beautiful garden, well, beautiful for me, that doesn't adhere to the usual trend that the flowerings or not, but we want to create a peace garden wherein It's a low maintenance. It's not that very ambitious garden. It just showcases simplicity. But when you get through it, you get to realize that it's a place for contemplation. And secondly, of course, aside from the artworks of our children that we want to highlight or showcase inside the Casa Amarillo grounds, is that they exhibits the art installations that we have, and it's continuously evolving. It's very organic. Like, how can we make recycling even more meaningful to everyone than creating piece of arts? No. So here we have 3 art installations. The first one is the Call of the Wind. It's a wind chime installations wherein we designed tin cans into wind chimes, and you wouldn't imagine when it's windy here, it creates beautiful sounds, no?
Yes, the art installation here at Casa Amarillo, the Call of the Wind, or the Wind Chime art installation, was established month of April 2021. So it is made up of tin cans, bottles, and shells. So this art installation, sir, it aims to generate interest in
And then we have the Driftwood Sculpture by one of our artists, resident artists. So these are driftwoods picked along the riverbanks of the Agno River, and most of the time, hindi pinapansin ng mga tao to. And hopefully, even just one child will see it and inspired that they can do these good pieces also. What I mean, we will be changing the world.
So this the wood po, sir, it create unusual animal sculptures. Please come in, sir. Our drifting apart.
I think the last thing is that experiential, that we want the guests that they have a little haven also, that aside from promoting tourism, but somehow that when they go back to their homes, they can bring a little piece of Casa Amarillo with them, that they can do it at home also.
inspiration mo, paano mo na, kasi sobrang ganda. Yung
Salamat, salamat.
Paano sir, saan nanggagaling yung inspiration? Paano mo na, parang ang daming pieces, you put it together, tapos naging ganito siya kaganda.
wow. I cannot explain it in just one word, but somehow, lagi naming sinasabi sa school that art is the work of the Holy Spirit. So everything that you get to see is a manifestation of a divine intercession, that when you get to see a lamp or a house or a table that is so beautifully crafted, you get to appreciate it. So it becomes a feast, not only in the eyes but in the senses. And ano yung nagtatap doon? So it is our spirit, because everything that that we created here at Casa Amarillo becomes a manifestation of our belief that art is a gift of the Holy Spirit. So what inspires us is that amidst the troubles in this world, it may be so cliche yung sasabihin natin na, bakit puros magaganda? Why don't you show the reality? But this is what reality should be, because perfection is endless. That's what we believe. It's always like perfection is endless, that poverty is at a hindrance for everyone to develop good taste and good breeding. Everybody has an access to good education, to the arts, to everything that is beautiful. It is arts is not beautiful things is not only for the so-called rich. And that's what we are doing here. We want to introduce all these beautiful things in the community so that they will be inspired also, especially this young generation.
Dressing room of Casa Amarillo. Come on. This coming, sir, our Trinidad.
Parang nagko-combine yung farm, because it's somehow a farm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And art and tourism.
Tourism, yeah.
Okay. And tapos meron din kayong restaurant.
Yeah. So the restaurant came when people who drops by asked for food, and it became also a showcase of what Casa Amarillo is all about. It doesn't only showcases foods, but somehow it becomes a showcase also of arts, because we try to come up with evolving setup also. So yung during the pandemic, we decided to come up with a workable menu, and that is very accessible what I mean, the materials are always available here in our province, and we don't want to say it's a high-end or even a hotel menu. It's just simply as Casa Amarillo, and it is very affordable. But the point is that we want to highlight also the bounty of the province, like our pasta, since Pangasinan is rich in seafood, so we have this pasta di Maria. We offer this one for weddings and for birthday celebrations, anniversary. The selling point of Casa Amarillo is that it has a soul, meaning it becomes a reflection of what we are and what we aspire in the future. That the model that we are trying to create is that this is not only ours, but we want to create a model wherein everyone will be inspired that it is possible, that we want to change also the concept of resort around the province, that if it's a resort, it's always like you have a pool and so on and so forth. We are trying to change the concept that an artist village can be a garden resort, can have all these elements, the arts, the foods, and it's an experiential experience. I think that's the edge of Casa Amarillo, which I know that in the future, this is what tourists will be looking for.
And how many square meter is the park?
Yeah, the Casa Amarillo is more or less around 2,300. If we will add the other property which we are developing as a prayer house, that will be almost around 1/4 of a hectare.
And it's doable pala kahit na ganun kalaki.
Yeah, it is. It is doable. Opo. So we have to tap that market, a different kind of market, because what we are trying to foresee po, sir, is that when hopefully we can go back to normal immediately soon, there is a big market for tourism industry, and that's what we want to tap. Yung people who wants a day tour lang from Manila with the accessibility of our roads now, I think.
Sobrang accessible.
Yeah. So hopefully it will work. It will work. And I know it will work because dito nga lang po sa atin na pandemic na, we were able to at least get a piece of the pie na alam natin na dito mag-work. So it's not only a restaurant, but it's an artist village, and we are so excited about it. And of course, trying to promote also things that are so close to us, yung planting. So that's our story.
Sir, aware na ba ang locals na merong ganitong place?
Ang nakakatuwa po, the tourism department, even our local government tourism office recognized Casa Amarillo way back August last year. So they brought the Pangasinan tourism officer here, and they visited the place twice already, and then they included Casa Amarillo on their Eastern Circuit, Tourism Eastern Circuit po. Opo.
Marami kasi tayong viewers are looking for yung best opportunity for them to start with. Maraming mga ganyan OFW, they wanted to go home and start the business. And sa inyong palagay, sir, ano ang pwede nyong maibigay na encouragement to them or advice to them?
Well, when I graduated from college, I have read this article, and it becomes a mantra, my mantra of life. And that article says that there are only 3 persons in the world. So this person is the one who dreams, and then the other person is the one who dreams and plan, and then the other one is the one who dreams, plan, and put all his plans into action. So whatever simple those dreams that you have to plan it and put it into action. Yeah, I think that's the best advice that I can give. How lofty that dream may be, you have start to work it out, because unless it stays in your mind, it will only be a dream and a plan. But when you put actions into it, you start building your dream. And I think that's the most important thing. And secondly is couple it with hard work, dynamism, and innovativeness. It's very important for businessmen or even the OFWs or the people around that they have to see what's happening in the world. No? So you may have a dream, but it may not work. So you really have to be very innovative. You should know your area. You should know the people around you. You should know your prospect clients, and you should know your passion. It's very important, because you cannot just be keeping up with Joneses, because it might work for them, it may not work for you. So you have to find that niche and find that market.
You're also a marketing guru, sir.
Salamat.
So you're an educator, an artist, a marketing guru. What else?
What else?
Okay, sir, can you, sino yung mga people that can visit your Casa Amarillo? And paano sila makakapunta dito? Is it open for public? Paano yung procedure para sila dito?
Yeah, with the present condition that we have now, it's very important that we follow the protocols. And one of the device that we've made is that it's very important for those people who want to visit Casa Amarillo to book ahead of time through our Facebook page, and kahit na sino pwede pong pumunta. And we value also their comments because when they come and visit us, among with the people that had been with us for the longest time, our Miss Teddy, of course our vice principals, Teacher Cherry and Teacher Marjorie, we get to listen to what they are saying, and that's very important for all of us na ano yung sinabi, how do they find the food, did they enjoy the walk, ano yung comments nila. So as you come to Casa Amarillo, lagi na nga nating sinasabi na it's a new concept. It's a new concept, and your expectations for now may be that low, but when you visit, some of those who visited Casa Amarillo, sasabi nila, ay, ang ganda ho pala. And then there are those naman who come and visit us na sasabi nila, these are the things that we wanted in the next visit that we have. We listen to them, and I think that's very important for all of us to listen to our clients. So kahit na sino, bata, matanda, but I always advise that this is the best time also for all the parents, because as an educator, we are providing also a platform for parents to educate the children, for them to be introduced in the finer things of life or in the arts, because it's very important for us parents to finally realize the transformative values of the arts among our children. It's very important.
Sir, can you give us your Facebook page, contact details, sino yung mga pwede nilang tawagan
Yeah.
for booking?
Yeah, please, you can check our Facebook page, which is Casa Amarillo, and our number is 0917-516-2223.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's our pleasure to have you, Sir Buddy.